besties, welcome to the Better and Balanced podcast. It's your girl, Nia Renteria. I am so glad you're here. Each week, we'll chat about all things wellness. This podcast is about striving to live our best lives and finding balance through it all. So grab your favorite matcha, coffee, bowl, or blend, get comfy, and let's get balanced. Hey guys, and welcome back to Better and Balanced podcast. It's Nia. Let me just tell you guys what I just did twice, 2 times. Okay, so I have this new setup. I'm sitting on the couch. I'm all comfy, cozy. I got my ring light. Okay, this happened twice, you guys, twice. Okay, I'm sitting here. I was talking to the camera. I'm recording. I'm talking for a good 5 minutes, and then I look up and I realize that I'm not recording. Okay, the first time that happened, I'm like, Antoinette, get it together. Like, what is wrong with you? And then I did it all over again, except the second time I did what I'm doing now, and I'm like, you guys, guess what? I was just here talking, and I thought I was recording, and I wasn't. And then when I said that, I looked up. I looked up again, and it wasn't recording. Like, what? What is up? See, I got this little ring light. Don't know how to act. If you guys are watching, dang, look at the Fenty Beauty. Dang, okay, she is really glistening. Okay, Rihanna. Maddie got me some Fenty Beauty highlight, and let me just tell y'all, in the ring light, the thing is hitting different. Even if you're not gonna watch this on YouTube, if you're listening to this right now, make sure you just go look at YouTube and look at the glisten. Dang, I'm looking good in this light. See, I never had one of these ring lights, and now I don't know how to act. I'm feeling very talk show right now. To be honest, this ring light is very blinding. But if I look off to the side, I'm talking to, I had a co-host or something, it's not directly in my face, and I feel oh, that's how celebrities and people with actual shows feel. And I'm like, I can do this. I can yeah, I can do this. But what is up? I'm so happy for another amazing week with you guys. We're freaking back. Last week was amazing. I loved hearing from everybody and how much they loved the episode and how much they were glad that the episodes are back. But what I will say, okay, and I never knew this was important until now that I'm in the podcasting world. Stop what you're doing right now and download this episode, please. It's pretty weird because I feel even when I listen to podcasts, I don't ever download episodes, but so I get it. I get listening to them and not downloading them because who wants them on their phone? But if y'all really trying to support your girl, hit that download, please. And also along with that, I am so freaking grateful. I am so grateful that you guys come in my inbox every week. You text me, you really let me know how you are feeling about this episode of the podcast and how much you love it. Please leave me a review on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. On Spotify, I don't even think you have to leave reviews. All you do is just leave a rating. So if you're gonna rate me under, I would say under a 5, don't do it. But I will accept a 4. I will accept a 4. If you think it's 2 or 3, no, just don't. Just wait until I get to a 4 and 5 in your book, and then you can rate me. But if I'm already there, just give your girl 4 or 5 stars, and I will really appreciate it. Yeah, I feel I don't know, I've always been serious about this podcasting thing, but I really enjoy it, and I really like being here with you guys every freaking week. So it would just be nice if I just had official feedback. I love you. Thank you. The book club. Can we talk about the book club? The book club. I'm so excited to announce there's officially the book club. I don't know why I said it like that. Officially the book club. That doesn't make any sense. But yes, the book club is official. It's called Bestie Book Talk, and I'm gonna have my girl Maddie and my girl Tegan, and we are gonna come together once a month to discuss the book. So yeah, more deets of that will follow. I just decided to tell you this little snippet because I posted about it today, and a lot of you guys are super freaking excited, and I'm excited too. I'm probably gonna be more of the Audible girly because your girl, moms, you just know. And not only am I a mom, I just have social media and things like that. And I do have rest. I do give myself time to rest. But when I'm resting, it's not like Nia rest and like read a book, you know? Like that's just not my, unless sometimes. Okay, sometimes it is. But anyways, all I'm trying to say is I'm more of an audiobook girl, so I'll be listening to audiobooks. And Maddie's always on her Kindle, and Tegan is definitely like a bookworm where she has the physical books. So I feel like we just have the perfect spread of people. And yeah, I'm really excited for it, and you'll get more deets on this probably next week. Yeah, I'm gonna say next week. Oh my gosh, this is, oh, how did I not, the first week of the year just finished. How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Are we like, oh my gosh, I'm so pumped, yes, 2023? Are we like, oh my gosh, 2023, you're coming in with a bang and the bang ain't too good? Or are we just like feeling neutral? I still feel very, very good about this year. The first week was really good. I mean, I really honed in on my intentions that I wanted to keep, and you know, like it was a pretty good freaking week. Yeah, it was good. But I mean, it's only the first week, so we'll see. And today's episode ties into one of my intentions, self love. Let's talk about it because I feel like almost everybody that I talk to collectively is like 2023 is their year of self love. And I love it. Yes, I feel like maybe as a whole, we are just coming to some sort of awakening where we're tired of the bullshit. Like, we are just wanting to be who we want to be, and we are in love with who we are, and we are embracing it. We are embracing our bodies the way that God created them. We are embracing our uniqueness. We're embracing our differences. And honestly, like, we're respecting each other more for embracing their uniqueness and embracing their beauty. Because I feel like, I don't want to say society as a whole, but pretty much the people that I surround myself with, or you know, the algorithm of people that I see on social media, yeah, they really embrace, you know, the differences and uniqueness of people. And yeah, we have come so far, and I, even me myself, has come so far with that. Not saying that I was like mean or malicious in any way, but just I think it has a lot to do with when you're a hurting person, you hurt people. And when you're a hurting person, you can't stand to see somebody who is living joyously and is living happy and is living free and like, you know, basking in their beauty. It's just because you are the complete opposite. But yes, today's episode is some tips on how to love yourself, things that I did to get to this point. And I'm still not even like all the way where I want to be. And that's why my intention this year was to love myself 1,000%. Because we all have, you know, like I said, to work through those shadows in our shadow self. So I'm even using my own tips to get to where I want to be. Okay, so the first thing that I had to start doing was to stop believing the beliefs that are not true. Okay, like if you love yourself, that's vanity, you're conceited, that's selfish, blah, 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 blah. You know, everything that people say when they think that you're feeling yourself too much or you're giving yourself too much credit or whatever. And it's because we are so used to doing things not for ourselves that when we see somebody doing something for themselves, they're like, it's selfish. You're doing that, but you could be doing this. How is taking care of yourself, focusing on you, selfish? It's not selfish. What you're doing is setting boundaries to protect yourself. I'm allowing myself to love myself. I'm allowing myself to take care of myself. I'm allowing myself to put myself first because I'm setting that boundary with everybody else. Because if I don't, who is gonna take the time to be like, Nia, you're not loving yourself, girl, you better stop loving me, go love yourself. Stop working for me, go work for yourself. Stop giving, and doing for me. Go do it for yourself. Of course, unless you have a friend like Nia, who I'm telling you right now to love yourself. Another thing that you can believe that isn't true, once I start doing stuff for me, once I start setting those boundaries, they're gonna be like, yeah, no, bye. We don't want to be around me anymore. And honestly, I wish somebody would try me. Go right ahead, because you don't want to be around me no more. Why? Because I'm not people pleasing? Because I'm not giving my all to you and I'm focusing on me? If that's the type of person that you're around, you do not want to be around them anyways. Why wouldn't people love you for showing yourself love, respect, and kindness? Literally, if you're telling somebody, actually, no, I'm going to say no to you because I'm going to do something for myself. I'm going to take a self-care moment. I'm going to go shopping or something to pick up a new outfit for myself. Whatever it is that you want to do. And you tell them, I would, but, you know, I just think I need a minute. Not even a minute. I think I just need a day. I just need a few hours for myself because I owe it to myself. Now they're like, girl, a few hours to yourself, you owe it to yourself. We don't want to talk to you no more and you're not a friend. What? In what world does that exist? And if it exists in your world, honey, like I said, you need to let them go. Yeah. 2023, we are not 2023 If the people around you are not supporting your healing journey, let them go. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in the box to the left. If the people around you are not supporting your healing journey, let them go. Seriously. No, we do not have time for that. We don't have time for that. You guys, we do not have time for that. You should be around people. Surround yourself with like-minded people. And and not everybody is ready to be on a healing journey, and that's okay. But as long as they're not preventing you from being on yours. Because the truth is that it is lonely. Healing is lonely. It really is. But you have to be okay with that. Because not everybody is there. But as long as they're not trying to hold you back from becoming the best version of yourself. Because if they are, then though they no ma'am, that is just not somebody that you need to be around. People are gonna say, oh, she's so conceited, she thinks she's better than everybody. And when I say that with that's what people used to say about me all the time. And the thing is, I just have really big energy. My energy, like, now that, I've been into human design and all that stuff, my human design type is a manifester, and I already knew that before I looked it up because everything in my life has pointed to me being a manifester, and I just had to take the test just to, like dive deeper into what that is. But yeah, a manifestor's energy affects everybody in the room, which is crazy because I didn't know that my energy was that big. I didn't know it was that big, but yes, our energy affects everybody in the room. And my energy can affect them in a positive way, or it could affect them in a negative way. Not saying that my energy affected anybody negatively, but growing literally my whole life, people, when they would first meet me, they would say, Nia, at first I didn't know if I liked you or not because you just seemed so stuck up. You just seemed so conceited, like you thought you were better than everybody. And then now that I know you personally, I know that you're not any of those things. And I'm like, yeah, I'm really not. I'm such a nice person. But I know for sure it's just because I have always been a confident person. I've always known that I was beautiful and nobody was going to tell me otherwise. I'll tell you that. I don't know who taught me that. But that has always been who I am. And sometimes I look back and I'm like, dang, girl. Girl, thank you for the glow up, Jesus. Let me just say, as somebody who just gets better with age, oh Lord, if future me right now, could have seen if past me could see future me, dang, I would have been. Now, how many of you guys are listening to me and been like, oh my gosh, Nia, who did I catch? Who did I catch? I hope none of you, because, like I said, we're accepting. Anyway. This is all about self-love, baby. I am loving myself unapologetically, and I can just appreciate the fact that I had a glow up, and I'm still getting better every year. Yes. Anyways, I said all that to say that even when I was a wee little lad and not cute, I was cute, but not compared to how cute I am now. I really, really thought I was just You couldn't tell me nothing. And that confidence was exuding, so people really thought that I was just stuck up in whatever else. And self-love and being a freaking narcissist are two different things, okay? Self-love is a balanced point of view. You know that you are love. You represent love. You know who you love, and you respect others. You respect others. You love others too. But you also know that you a badass bitch. I'm also gonna add, we also don't think that we don't think that we're better than anybody else. We don't think that we're just like above anybody else, because that's just not self-love. That is feeling entitled and feeling conceited and feeling everything that I just said you shouldn't. So just throwing that out there. So now that we talked about self-love and believing things are not true, what can we do to add more self-love into our day? You know, we can wake up, we can look ourselves in the mirror and be like, girl, wow, you are so freaking gorgeous. Look at those shoulders. Look at those skinny little ET fingers. Oh my gosh, you have tiny fingers, but who cares? Because, you know, those little tiny fingers, good. I was almost gonna say hand massages, but then I didn't want y'all to think. But they give good those too. They give good back rubs. Oh my gosh, look at your crooked toes. Now everybody's gonna be like, Nia, let me see your crooked toes. They're not really crooked, but they're not like the perfect foot. And when I was probably when I was maybe middle school, like I was so insecure about my toes. I don't even know why. Nobody even really saw my toes, but I was so insecure about them. But now I don't even freaking care about my toes or like whatever, because not everybody has perfect freaking toes. And the thing is my toes are literally like my last. Okay, I have 3 toes that are so freaking short. Like they're so short that they don't even go in toe socks. I used to want to love to wear toe socks, and my toes didn't fit in the freaking toe socks because they were too short. So, and I also have really small feet. Like I can wear a size 3.5, a size 4 in kids. I also wear a size 6 in adults, or like 5.5. And I think it's just because my toes are so tiny. Like if I had normal sized toes, I feel like I would maybe wear a size 7. After I said that, my throat got a little itch and I started coughing, and I know that y'all don't want to hear that, so I just had to turn that off. Yes, but start your day by telling yourself something positive. Just keep saying it. Look at yourself in the mirror. Mirror work. Make yourself uncomfortable. Okay? My retreat girls, they knew we did this in the retreat. Look in the mirror, look into your eyes, and tell yourself, speak love into yourself. Speak love, speak kindness, speak positivity into yourself. The amount of times where I just look to the like I'm walking past the mirror and I'm just like, hey girl, look at you looking all cute. Okay, I see you with your little fancy highlighter. Don't know how to act. I see you did your little eyebrows because earlier you had a little unibrow. But you know what? When I had that unibrow, girl, you was still looking good. You was giving Frida Kahlo. Okay, you were giving Frida. You were giving everything that you needed to give with your unibrow, girl. Your lips are crusty right now. But it's okay because, you know, on a normal day, they're juicy. But, you know, today, every day, it's okay for every day not to be a good one. You know, like sometimes your lips can be crusty. They can't be perfect every day. Nobody's perfect every single day. So some days it can be crusty, and, you know, you can fix that. You can just put some chopstick on it. I really got I really was getting a little bit into deep with looking at myself because people on YouTube, I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. Because you know what? I accept my insecurities. And that's the next thing. And I was telling you about my toes, and I guess I already knew in my brain that I was going to say, start to accept your insecurities. If I can accept my little tiny freaking 1-inch toes, no, you cannot see them. If I can accept my lips are always freaking crusty, probably like 70% of the time. For Christmas, I did get a lot of lip stuff because they're not crusty 70% of the time, but during winter, ooh, your girl's crusty. And I drink so much water. But you know what? That's an insecurity. It's not an insecurity. It's something that, you know, I accept about myself. I accept that I'm dry and crusty. So when I look at myself, I'm not like, oh girl, you are so freaking crusty. Like, you're so disgusting, freaking crust. I am just like, oh girl, you crusty. But you know what? You've always been crusty. This episode is really taking a different turn from what I thought it was gonna take. But I hope all these examples, like, you know, I didn't think I was gonna come on here and tell you guys my deepest, darkest insecurities. But here we are. Laugh at my pain, okay? With accepting your insecurities, I was gonna say I'm somebody who has never really dealt with negative self-talk, but I've literally dealt with negative self-talk, but not looks-wise. And negative self-talk has the power to single-handedly destroy you. I'm trying to gather my words because I feel like I just went from laughing to seriousness because I literally had to take a moment there. I'm like, wait a minute, Nia. Self-love has to do with accepting yourself on the outside, but accepting everything on the inside too. And we really need to make sure that we are catching ourselves speaking negatively to ourselves. Because now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm not being funny anymore, negative self-talk is what literally had me at my lowest point. Because nobody else was telling me these things about myself except me. And these are things that I actually truly freaking believed about myself. That I was worthless, that I was nothing, that I would never be loved again, you know? And I wasn't telling myself, oh, Anthony, you're ugly, you're fat, you're freaking skinny. Why do you have freaking stretch marks? Because like I said, I've just was never that person. But I know a lot of people are, and I know that a lot of it is from childhood trauma. And I'm so sorry that you've had to deal with that. But you don't deserve to deal with that now. And little you deserves to be happy. Little you deserves to know that they are loved. Little you deserves to accept themselves for everything that they are. Recognize how you talk to yourself. And if you are somebody who is constantly speaking negativity into yourself, wanting to see different results, you will never get there unless you change your narrative, and you have the power to change your narrative. Instead of speaking mean and hurtful things to yourself, challenge yourself to speak positivity. Challenge yourself to look at yourself in the mirror and say, not today. I'm not letting you win today because I am beautiful. I am everything. I am valuable. I am capable. I am loved. I am an amazing mom. I'm an amazing partner. I'm a good freaking cook. My food is bomb. I bring so much value into this world. And I'm perfect the way that I am. If you are somebody who speaks negatively to yourself, please accept this challenge. Along with that comes accepting your past mistakes. And like I said, for me, this was huge. This was my turning point, you guys. When I'm telling you, I literally, there was literally no self-love in my whole being at all. It's because I told myself that I was literally nothing because of the things that I feel like I did that were not forgivable for myself. Mine definitely revolved around the situations that I put myself in. Just constantly, I feel like a lot of my traumas and hurts and things like that have to do with me putting myself in certain situations, and I could not get over that. Like, I couldn't get over the fact that I got blackout drunk one day and was a victim to friggin' sexual assault. I blamed myself for that. I blamed myself for getting drunk, and I blamed myself for, just, like, I blamed myself for that. I couldn't forgive myself. There were just, like, so many things. I couldn't forgive myself for dropping out of college because I chose to freaking do drugs and party every night instead of getting work done. Couldn't forgive myself for that. I couldn't forgive myself for basically starving myself because I was way too prideful to just go home. And the reason I was way too prideful is because I couldn't forgive myself for the situations that I put myself in to even get to the point of being like freaking 98 pounds. A 98-pound person who was sexually assaulted and dropped out of college because she partied and did drugs every night. Yeah, these are the things that I was just like, whoa. You are a terrible person. You deserved everything that happened to you because you put yourself in that position, and you're never, ever, ever gonna come out of here because this is it for you. You're nothing, you're worthless, nobody's gonna love you. Yeah. And I was in the constant state of punishing myself every single day. Every day, multiple times throughout the day, all day, punishing myself. Saying this negative self-talk, believing this. These are the words that played over and over and over and over and over in my head. And then I told you guys that I opened up to a friend about it, and then they used that against me. Yeah. It's honestly crazy when I really think about how far I've freaking come and the things I struggled with and battled with mentally. And just, like, nobody knew about it. And it makes me sad because I know that so many other people are just, battling with things. And the negative self-talk is basically just digging them deeper into that hole every single day, because that's what I used to do to myself. Just dig myself deeper and deeper and deeper and down, down, down into that hole until I just decided I refuse to accept that this is what my life is. And I knew that that wasn't true. I knew that the negative self-talk wasn't the truth. So I just started speaking positive things into my life, and I talk about this in another episode, but I used to listen to positive self-talk in my headphones all day. As soon as I went home, I would lay in my bed for hours and just listen to meditations and positive self-talk and affirmations, because there was a point where I couldn't really tell myself, but I could listen to it. And from listening to it, that's when I started to write down. I would write down affirmations. I am this, I am that, I am this, I am this, I am this, I am this, I am this. And that's why I'm so big on affirmations and positive self-talk, because your girl is a prime example of life after you are not believing negative self-talk. To get there, I also had to accept where I was. I had to be like, okay, Nia, you are in a place where you are like, girl, this is rock bottom for you, baby. This is rock bottom. I don't know what can be any worse than this. You just have to come to a place where you're like, I refuse to not love myself anymore. I'm tired of feeling like this. I'm tired of believing these lies. I know this is not true, and I want to accept myself. I'm not going to punish myself anymore for the past, because that would be silly. That would be foolish of me to be basically freaking using myself as a punching bag every single day for something that I cannot change. For something that I literally cannot physically go back and redo. I just have to be okay. Nia, it's okay, girl. It's okay that you have done all those things. And the freaking crazy part is that of course, fast forward 8-9 years, 10 years now, literally 10 years now, look at me. I don't want to cry. See, this is why I didn't want to record. Maybe it's gonna stop the tears. Bruh, I'm having a moment right now because if I did not go through, you guys, if I didn't go through all that, oh my gosh, I look so sad. If I did not go through that, I would not be here. This podcast wouldn't exist. My retreat would have never happened. This is so freaking crazy. Life is so freaking crazy, you guys. I honestly feel and know that I'm truly living in my purpose. And it's just crazy to think that 10 years ago, I had no freaking idea that this was the future. I had no idea that all those freaking, all those situations and all those scenarios and all those positions that I hated, that I put myself in, and I beat myself up every single day about, would lead me here. But I'm here today because I refuse to believe that that was the end for me, and believe that those things were true. Oh my gosh, and now I'm so stuffy. Ugh. I've been so stuffy the past few days because, well, like weeks, because I've been sick and like, okay, here we go. But yeah, I just had a moment, and like I keep saying, let me be an example to you. If you are there right now, just know that there is a rainbow, girl. There is a freaking rainbow, and it's so freaking beautiful. It really is. You just have to put in the freaking work. Put in the work. Refuse to allow yourself to talk negatively to you. Speak positivity into your life. You can do what I did. If you can't say it yet, listen to positive affirmations. The fact that you are listening to this right now is probably doing so much, I feel like everybody who is collectively listening to this and saying, I want to love myself more. I want to be unapologetically myself. I want to accept my insecurities. I want to accept the things that I don't really like about myself. Yeah, there's beauty on the other side, and it's okay that you are there. I was there too. And now here I am 10 years later crying on this freaking podcast, trying to tell you that I used to be there too. Just know that you don't have to be this person that speaks negatively. When I keep saying negatively, I don't know why it sounds wrong when I say it. Anyways, you don't have to be this person that is, sad or doesn't love themselves. You can be on the opposite side. You will be on the opposite side, okay? Speak love into yourself. Practice affirmations. Accept where you are and just want to do better. Tell yourself that you are loved. You are worthy. Believe in yourself. You need to believe in yourself. Believe that there is another side. There is beauty. There is abundance. There's self-love. There is you running in the freaking field, loving yourself butt ass naked, and just basking in your insecurities, basking in the fact that you have freaking tiny ET fingers and tiny freaking elf toes, and that you had freaking 12 fingers at one time. Wow, maybe I really am an alien, now that I'm thinking about it. Oh my gosh, my nose. Take care of your body. I feel like I'm always talking about movement and, just moving your freaking body does so much to it. Because I feel like if you already talk negatively about yourself, and then you're also sitting on the freaking couch all day, you're in your bed all day, what is that going to do for you? Get up, go for a walk, go for a jog, go for a hike. If you even want to get up and start doing some freaking, if all you can do every day is just a few stretches, do that. Move your body. Move that freaking stagnant energy. I'm always talking about that stagnant energy. Twerk if you want to. Take some twerk classes. And you know what? I'll just extend it. I'll extend it. If one day you're feeling low, you're feeling down, you're like, you know what? I want to talk to Nia. Let me message her on Instagram and ask her, let's have a freaking twerk session right now. Let's FaceTime each other and let's twerk for the next 15 minutes. We can do that. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so sorry. I cannot breathe. Go with freaking toxic people. Okay, I talked about this earlier in the episode. Let go of toxic people, and people are gonna not want to be around for your self-love. If they can't handle you at your self-love, they can't handle you at all. What's that little quote? If you can't handle me at worst, you can't handle me best. If you can't handle me at my best, you don't want to handle me at my better. I freaking need Afrin. And because of that, this podcast episode, I have to wrap this up. Self-love is all about living the best life that you can. My life has changed when I just love myself. And you know why I love myself? Because I want to live my best freaking life. Okay? I don't want to care about what other people gotta say about me. I don't want to be affected by other people's judgments or other people's freaking projections of their own insecurities. I don't want to be affected by that. I love myself so much. You can say whatever you gotta say. Let's look at Nia. You got Nia. You got little crooked tiny toes. Okay, and Nia, you got easy fingers. Okay, and like I said, these little easy fingers give good hand massages. And guess what? My tiny little freaking toes can fit in a size 6. It can fit in a size 3 kids. While you over here struggling to find shoes. And Nia, your lips are crusty. Baby, I got chapstick. Okay, I just need to drink some liquid IV real quick. But sometimes the liquid IV does not. It doesn't work. But baby, I got because I do drink water. By the way, I do drink water, okay? Because baby, I got chapstick. Yeah, like nothing that people could say about me, like, I'll be like, okay. And I love it. I love my flaws. That makes me unique. I love being a little alien fairy hobbit little creature. I'm unique. I love not having a belly button. I'm unique. I'm even more alien. I'm out of this freaking world. I'm out of this world. Do not forget boundaries. Okay? Boundaries are the first act of self-love. You love yourself. Boundaries with other people. Trust me. Because that was not my first act. It should have been my first act, honestly. Boundaries. Allow yourself time for self-love. If you love yourself, take care of your freaking self. Let go of toxic people. These are all ways of putting up boundaries, and they all revolve around just living your best freaking life. Like I said, self-love is about living your best freaking life. With everything I said, trauma can affect one's journey, and that's why therapy is for everybody. Therapy is useful. I wish that you could hear this podcast and you'd be like, bam, everything's gone. Nia's magic words. But in some cases, it's not like that. In some cases, you need a therapist to walk you through the journey of self-love because the trauma is just so freaking deep. So this is your sign If you're feeling like, okay, Nia, I am on the journey, but I cannot even get to that point because of the trauma that has affected me. Talk to a therapist, boo. 2023, trust me, if we all can afford a therapist, we all would. Everybody needs therapy. You get a therapist. You get a ooh. If I had my own show, like you get a therapist, you get a therapist, you get a therapist, you get a therapist. We all get a therapist. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so disgusting. I'm so sorry. No, I'm not. I'm not disgusting. It's just a stuffy nose. Okay. Let's end this episode with some affirmations. As you're saying these affirmations, I want you to really set an intention of embodying love. I want you to embody and really feel accepting of yourself. If this is your moment to be like, you know what? From this moment forward, I'm refusing to have anything less than 100% self-love. I refuse to have anything less than 100% authenticity. I will accept myself for who I am, no matter what. You can close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. You can say this out loud, or you can say it to yourself. You can pause me really quick, run to a freaking mirror so you can look at yourself in the mirror. I am proud to be me. I am proud to be me. I am loved and accepted exactly as I am. I am loved and accepted exactly as I am. Every day, I appreciate myself more and more. Every day, I appreciate myself more and more. I love who I'm becoming. I love who I'm becoming. You can take one last breath to really seal in those affirmations. Give yourself a hug. You know, I'm proud of you. I'm so freaking proud of you. We're all on the journey to self-love, loving ourselves more, being 100% ourselves, our insecurities, our uniqueness, living in our freaking power, okay? We are living in our power. We're living in our power, and I hope that you guys were all inspired, and I hope that you're listening to this and you're like, heck freaking yeah, self-love, baby. Self-love, baby. As always, I freaking love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me cry. I love you. See you next week. Bye. Hey babes, thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave me a 5-star review. I'll read them all. Don't forget to tell your friends about this podcast. And I just want to say, you are everything. You are capable and you are worthy. Our down days do not define us. We will stay in our power. It's giving yes. It's giving queen. It's giving balanced.